it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel. don't mind me, y'all, seriously. But welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. All right, guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I am a former high school dropout turned doctor, PhD, and a millennial single mom of two teenagers, ages 17 and 18. And on this channel, we talk about all things financial freedom, time freedom, and building generational wealth. All right, guys, so it is Saturday. Y'all know how I feel about Saturdays. I love Saturdays. They're just like the most beautiful day of the week. But that doesn't mean, oh, like you're off work and all that. Like now I'm literally working my private practice today. So, yeah, so I'm in between patients and I wanted to film a quick video because I was wanting to share with you guys something that has transitioned in my life recently, and that is my mindset. And you guys know I talk a lot about mindset and scarcity and all those things that I've had to overcome and things that I hope to and hopefully am, and with you guys, but definitely with my future clients in terms of financial therapy, hope to help people overcome. And so I was just watching this video the other day, and I don't know if it was Myron Golden or it was somebody, I don't know who it was, I can't remember who it was, but they was talking about how different groups of people in terms of finances see money differently, right? I think they were saying like poor people see money as something to like pay for their bills, like their expenses. Middle class people see money as a way to like live a lifestyle, certain lifestyle or something like that, like buying a house and paying off debt and stuff like that, right? Like a car and something like that. And then I know like rich, wealthy people see money as a way to make more money, and that stuck with me. That hit me, and it was not the first time I heard that, but for some reason hearing that again, really, it hit me differently this time, because I was like, you know what, I've started to think like that, right? In terms of wealth, like as a wealthy person, I don't look at money as just like something to accumulate. Like I'm looking at, okay, when I earn this money, how can I make the most of it? How can I steward it? How can I make it expand? And so I wanted to share with you guys 5 ways in which my mindset in terms of money has shifted into an investor mindset. I truly see myself as an investor now, like, and I was like, that is like the secret sauce, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I wanted to share that with you guys. So number 1 is that I see money as a tool, not a trophy. So I stopped seeing it as something like to hold on to and just to hoard, right? Instead, it's something to deploy, but in a way that it makes more money, in a way that it multiplies. And so even thinking about, and I spoke about this in my last video, constantly investing, right? Whether that's in the stock market, whether it's putting my money into purchasing a home, which grows like in appreciation and value, whether that's putting into my savings account, which is a high yield savings account, so that every time I put money in there, I'm earning interest on the money that's there, right? And that money is making more money, right? Or whether it's in a course or something, and that course allows me to build a new skill and I can earn more money. So I don't look at it as save it for safety, right? I'm looking at it as investing it so it can grow and it can give me more freedom and peace of mind. The number 2 thing is that every dollar has a job now. I always say that like my money works for me. Literally. It's actually one of my affirmations that I say every morning. I have a set of affirmations. I don't know if I ever told y'all that, but I wake up in the morning, because it's funny because my daughter was rushing me to go to the gym this morning. I was like, girl, I got a whole thing I got to do in the morning. Pray, you know what I'm saying, do my affirmations, post on my financial education. Like I have a whole list of things I got to do before I do anything. So, but that's one of them, is I do my affirmations. But literally, it's that one of them is like, I don't work for money, money works for me. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And when you start to look at it like that, first of all, you don't get so attached to money. You don't get so attached to ways of making money. You are actually freer because you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing this for. Obviously, you hope that you're making an impact in what you're doing. So that's one way. That's one win, and one way that you're giving value to other people. But the money that you get back from that value and that service, you should be, utilizing that as a tool to grow, so that at some point you don't always have to do those things. You don't always have to show up somewhere. You don't always have to have like active money, or you don't have to earn money. Basically, you're earning money in your sleep, essentially. Seriously. So, like, how can I make this money multiply? How can I make the most of this money, right? Especially if you think about it in terms of time, y'all. Like, we spend a lot of our days working, whether it's in our own business or whether it's for a corporation. Listen, you know what I'm saying? That is an hour, 10 hours, 12 hours of your life that you're never getting back. You need to be getting something back from that, for that, right? And whatever, if you are getting compensated for it, hopefully you are, then how can you make the most of that time that you've spent that day, right? That money that you earned, that paycheck you earned, that needs to, like, you need to be able to see the value in that. You need to be able to see the fruits of that labor. So for me, when I get my paychecks, that's why I be counting down our paychecks. People think, oh, you just count. Like, no, it's because I know that I just spent 2 weeks of my time, my life, that I'll never get back. And so I'm like, when I get my paychecks, I'm excited to budget that paycheck, because I'm like excited to see where that money is going. All this work, time, helping people that during those 2 weeks. Now, with the earnings that I got from that time, how can I make the most of this? Obviously, some is going to be going toward paying off debt. Some is going toward feeding myself, my kids, right? Making sure we got a home. Some is going toward investments, right? Some is going toward savings. Some is going toward paying off debt and getting me even closer to freedom. So that's why I love doing my budget videos, because I get to see where my money is going. I get to choose where it's going to make it work for me. Number 3 is that long-term thinking. When you want to practice long-term thinking over instant gratification, I will say that's probably one of my strengths, like, for real. Like, and I can't say it's easy, but I do have the capacity to, like, wait things out, right? And to not get caught up in what everybody else is doing, or, oh, you should be doing this, or you should be doing it. Like, no, like, I can wait things out. Like, for example, like, I definitely need to get my hair a new blowout. Like, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? My nails done, all that kind of stuff. But, like, I'll be like, okay, let me make sure I hit my goals this month first, or this week, or this pay period first, right? And then I'm gonna do that. And when I go and do my little self-care day, when I get my hair done, my nails done, like, it just hit different, because I know that, okay, I got this money. So I was saying all this money, y'all know what I mean. I ain't trying to flex on the gram or YouTube. Anyway, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna put this money in my investments or hit this milestone or whatever. And now, I'm enjoying my, self-care day. It just hits different. And so whatever that looks like for you it could be saving up for a car. For you, could be buying a new bag or taking that vacation, whatever it is. But for me, like, having that long-term thinking versus that instant gratification is like a secret sauce, y'all, to being an investor. Because at the end of the day, I just know what I have and what I want for myself, and the little short-term things don't really do nothing for me, because I know the stuff that I got in mind for myself, the kind of life I want to live. Yeah, nah, I'm good. I can wait for that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, number 4 is, investing is about freedom, not flexing. Y'all know my word is freedom. Anybody who knows me know I don't play about that. That is literally the epitome of everything, and why I do everything that I do is for freedom, because I want to live my life on my own terms. I just do not believe that we were put on this earth to just be working, and not even have the capacity, the time, the energy to do what we really called to do. And maybe your job, maybe your profession, whatever, is what you're called to do. But I just truly believe that there's a way that you can do it where it's more in alignment with allowing you to have flexibility to do it. Now, if you do have that already, that's perfect. But if you don't, or if you're capped at like how much you can make, whatever, like, that's not freedom. For me, it's not freedom. I don't want no limitations on my life at all. Whether it's time, whether it's work, whether it's how much my earnings are. I don't want anything limiting what I can do in this earth, because I just don't believe that God called that to my reality. Like, that's not my life. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, at the end of the day though, right, if you're thinking as an investor, you're focused on freedom and not trying to flex for people, trying to show off, trying to keep up with the Joneses, whatever. Like, it's definitely gonna require some delayed gratification, all that kind of stuff. I can obviously buy a lot of stuff that most people can't really do. Let's be for real. If I really wanted to, but I choose not to do that because I don't have to impress nobody. I don't care about impressing nobody, like, at all. But I really care more about freedom, okay, and having choices and options and independence and being able to, if I want to live half the year in another country, I can do that. If I want to buy a house in every state in the US, I can do that. Like, y'all, I'm thinking about, okay, what is life going to be like when I become a grandmother in the future, in the distant future, prayerfully, God, please. But I don't want to be working no job, and I'm hanging out with my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And when I get married, God willing, you know, if that's what God has for me, my husband, I'm flying out. We doing investments, we all kind of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we're not locked down to anything. That's freedom. So there's nothing that this, like, social media, anything like that, can give me that is more important than the freedom. That's just how I feel. And lastly, though, guys, seriously, is that small, consistent investing can change our way of thinking. And y'all know, I just hit across 50K invested early this year, and I just reached 53,000, by the way. So y'all hear about that next week on next paycheck, which is a great milestone. If you know what I'm working toward, you already know. But just already hitting that level already for me has shifted the way I see myself, the way I see money, the way I see my ability to actually attain the level of wealth that I believe that is for me. Like, I believe it so much now. Like, it has shifted my identity. I don't look at myself as this struggling single mom or whatever. Like, I don't feel that I don't identify with that reality anymore. Like, that's not who I am. I'm not surviving. I'm not just coasting. I'm thriving. I am abundant. There is so much wealth around us. Like, there's money everywhere, and it's not even about the money. It's about what do you do with that money? How do you use it? My daughter's talking about getting into stock trading, y'all, options trading and stuff. That is unheard of where I'm from. Like, you don't even be thinking like that. And so that's how I know that, like, by me operating in who I am now and my identity when it comes to wealth, it's passing over to my kids, and I'm just, like, so grateful for that. But anyway, guys, that's why we want to share with you guys how my mindset has shifted to the identity of an investor, and that feels really good for me. So I hope you like this video. If you do, like the video, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.